My book actually revolves around a very big, large question, and that's how did Europeans come to acquire this land that was once inhabited by countless numbers of indigenous peoples? And there are lots of books out there that are dedicated to this, but it seems lately that they are all beholden to this idea that it was germs above all else that allowed Europeans to come over and take over. And this explanation I found was very problematic because it was based on anecdotal type evidence rather than a thorough investigation of how indigenous peoples experience disease. So I investigated this question with one particular group, the Cherokees, that happened to be a very well-documented group in their interactions with Europeans and later Americans. And what I found is that their experience with disease was certainly mediated by larger aspects of colonialism. How the arrival of Europeans reoriented their societies to engage with the larger Atlantic world through trade and warfare and diplomacy, and how colonialism shaped their the coming of diseases, how colonialism shaped how diseases would impact them once they arrived. And those kinds of questions were left out, or those explanations were left out of the larger literature. What I found also with the Cherokees is that they were able to construct their own medicine, or I should say reinvigorate their medicine to deal with new infectious diseases such as smallpox. For example, they created a smallpox dance, a dance that fit within their larger cosmology and tapped into sacred powers that they believed and came from various places of the cosmos, but in a very practical sense closed their villages off from exposure. But it's very hard, became very hard for them to protect themselves when they were at war with the British or later the Americans, and that disruption then led to a more tragic consequence with diseases than they would have. So that human agency involved, that changing native societies that Europeans did, that human agency of natives themselves trying to confront disease was left out of this story.